Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. You know, let's put the story of Senator Ned and Regina Daniels aside and deal with the fact that how do you resolve, what's the best approach to resolve issues between husbands and wife, especially when the one party is very powerful and the other is not as powerful in the context of the Nigerian system where power is somebody can say, I will kill you and get away with it, and nothing will happen. Anything, you know, that kind of thing. So I know that you were waiting to say something, Ramatu.
Yes, I wanted to still say something about the Regina and the
specific situation.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
What I want to say is that I'm not angry about what's happening. I'm just like...
let me just pause you so I don't miss this call. Okay. Victoria, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning, and first time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, and well done to you ladies. So I'll just quickly go into my reason for calling.
Okay.
I feel that this is just power play here. And Regina should take everything off social media at this point. I don't think she's going to find any reasonable solution by keep posting, and you know, it's like it has escalated. So I feel the way she can solve the problem is, who are the people that her husband can listen to? There will definitely be people in his family, in the circle of friends that he can listen to. She and her family members need to go and speak to those people and take everything off social media, because it's looking like, okay, now that things are bad, you are quick to just go and keep doing video. Your brothers are doing video. Your mom is doing video. Everybody is doing video. And we all know this generation of people. They don't like all their messy, dirty linen outside. So I don't think she's going to get any solution by keep being online and doing videos. She should just take everything offline. Look for people that he can listen to. And I believe in the next 1 or 2 weeks, everything will be resolved. The continuous social media dragging and all that, I think is going... Now, it was just the brother. Now, the next news we are hearing is the mother too is going to join. It's just going to get worse. So, best thing, look for people who he can listen to, who really has his ears, and then take everything offline. No more posting, no more anything. And they should tell their family members too. Please, for now, nobody should post anything, because I see her as a very vulnerable person right now. And I'm even afraid that the girl might start to harm herself because of how things are turning out. So, for her sake, I won't plead with the public. Nobody should say anything. Nobody should post anything again until this girl gets better, her brother gets out, and they resolve their family issues. Because again, at the end of the day, it's a marital problem. You will be surprised that 6 months down the line, they will come back and say everything is fine. Those of you who went and abused the husband, you become their enemy. So I just advise you should just take everything off. Find people who can speak to the man, and then they solve this issue. That's my own little advice.
Thank you so much. That's a really thoughtful approach, more mature.
Yeah, she really said a lot of things that I even wanted to say. So I'm saying that I'm not angry. I'm just seeing somebody losing herself. She's losing herself because of this problem that she has. And like you mentioned earlier, you said she has a platform and she's using her platform. While she's using her platform, she's not using it the right way. Because people are saying different things, and she's reading and she's getting more and more, you know, it's just not helping. It's just fueling the whole thing. And there's a video that just came out. They said that she locked herself up, you know, and this is so it's now getting to a point where she's now not taking good care of herself. And remember, she's a mother. She has 2 kids with the guy. So we need to be very careful so that she does not harm herself, just like what the caller just said. Because she could be inside, she could commit suicide and everything. And me and Miriam here, we're now like, they should break down the door and bring her out and go and see what's going on, you know. So this is where the Minister of Women Affairs, she's supposed to come in and help as soon as possible. Just get her out of that media space, get her out of that space, just get her in a place where she will be comfortable to be able to, you know, be okay, so that, because at this point where she is not just the right time to...
The right response shouldn't be any further cyberbullying. All right, let me take Uche. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
All right, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Yes, weighing in on this too, it just shows how bad it's really gone. And this has been happening for so long. The way I see this, I just see, you know, the way what a lot of women deal with in marriages. This is just a mirror into what people... I remember when I was in school, I was in secondary school in the late 90s. And I can remember there were a lot of children that I was in a boarding school. There were a lot of kids that their mothers used to just actually sneak into school just to see them, because their mothers, their parents had issues, and they will there will be a ban on the woman not to see the child. And it's annoying. It's unbelievable that how many years later we still have to deal with things like that, where two grown-ups, because right now she's now a grown-up, are fighting, are having a quarrel, and the man is more powerful. The man does a lot, and this is Regina. Just like you said, Regina is not a regular Nigerian. No matter how we choose to see it, she's somebody that has a lot of followership on social media. She influences people to a certain level. And if somebody like this can go through, imagine what a lot of women are going through. Yes. A lot of women that do not have a voice are also going through. So people to always, this thing has to stop. So a lot of people have to speak. All the people that are saying she should get off social media, that is the only power she's got. That is the only power she's got. So I think, because if she did not come on social media, we will not know all of this is happening. We will not know all of this is happening. And I think everybody should also, just take it easy. We were once 18-year-olds. A lot of people, if I have to also speak my mind, I was not happy with some of the comments that came out even from platforms like yours. Like the way Amaka was talking about it, I did not like it too. So I think everybody just has to take it easy, because, these people, they look up to, platforms like this. These are some of the platforms that, women can always look up to and say, okay, there is hope for some of us. So I think we just have to just take it. But I like the direction it's going today, but 2 days ago that I listened to the show, this wasn't what I got.
Thank you so much, Buki. But you see, the truth is, your view is supposed to represent different views. Different views. So while I understand your reservation, Amaka is entitled to her view. Yeah. And sometimes we even take positions just so that we can have other people's other perspectives. So, like I said, it's your view. Thank you for your contribution. And yes. Like she was talking about staying online. Somebody is saying, don't stay online. Different views. So, and both sides entitled to their opinion. Yeah.
So I was going to say, you have started this particular round of conversation with, if we were to take both of them out of the conversation, just make it a conversation, like generally, what would you do if you're married to someone who's powerful, a man that is much powerful? And if you look at the Ned Nwoko and Regina story, is really not the first. We've heard about it all over the world and how they have dealt with it. And for me is that when you're dealing with, the way I see it, when you're dealing with your wife dealing with a much more powerful husband, when it comes to cases of maybe marriage dissolution, things going their separate ways, one of the things that I think you should put into consideration is privacy. Right? Because with men, even those who are not as powerful, there are issues that when you deal with it privately, it's able to get resolved. You can get resolved faster or easier than when you have included everyone into the conversation, because the ego comes into play. But secondly is that if somebody has a name, has influence, their legacy for them, they see it's at stake. That you're putting them out there and asking them to defend their name. People who have built their names over a period of time would not take it lightly with you. You know how between us, regular people, what we will take as painful will be, see how she's talked about my mother. Because she talked about my mother, I will not let her go. But for people who have made a lot of money, who have influence, who have power, it's their legacy. By saying some things about me, what do you think? How do you think the world will look at me? How will this affect my political ambition? How will it affect my shares? Business. How will it affect my business? So these are some of the things. They will come out and they will fight you tooth and nail. They will use everything in their arsenal to make sure that they deal with you. So the truth is, it's happened everywhere in the world. So a woman who goes into this kind of arrangement needs to understand that. And when she wants to leave, she needs to have an exit plan. She needs to have a strategy. Emotions will not cut it. There are some women that have left very powerful men abroad, of course, now we're talking, with a lot of money, because they understood the strategy. You have your evidence, you know where to go to, you have your lawyers, they sit down, you have a conversation. It was privately done, we just heard that they've gone their separate ways. They planned it. There's some people that they have decided. So I hear our last caller that says, if your power is that you have a following, you can use your power of your following, your social media presence. So in that case, you know that you're going head to head with this person. You know that you need to, it's a battle. You can't give up halfway. You understand that I'm aiming for something and I'm ready for it. This conversation cannot end up being just emotional. Oh, okay, I've gone back. It's
usually
easy.
when they are about
when
to
you
casualties.
come out like this,
Definitely.
fully like this, is that you have drawn the battle line. This I'm not taking anymore, and I'm willing to go as far as it will go until I can get my freedom from this marriage.
Yeah.
So
Let me take Cynthia's call before I come to you. Welcome to the show. Good morning, Cynthia.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm so happy that you people have come back to your normal program because discussing women issues, children issues, instead of dabbling on a political issue. And I'm also happy that, I'm in support of the last speaker. You don't need to put your women in the public. Do your fighting in the house and go out there and appear as if nothing is happening.
Okay.
And again, I'm so happy the way all of you dress. I'm not so happy the way the person that led that update before yesterday, wearing a off-shoulder cloth. All the ladies appearing on the TV, the channels, they normally dress, decently.
Grandma Cynthia.
So your dressing should,
Grandma Cynthia, this
people
is...
are doing you. People are doing you, and they are admiring you.
See.
So when you wear a off-shoulder cloth, please, that is for parties. It's not for view.
So
That's my opinion.
Thank you, Madam Cynthia. Thank you for your opinion, and I really appreciate your opinion. But this is your view, and each person, honestly, have their individual personality, and they should be allowed to express themselves the way they want to. You might not like the person's dress; other people love it, and so that ability to tolerate things that you don't agree with is how we know that we are really grown. So I don't like the way you are dressed, but it's okay. It's you. My own child cannot dress like this. Fine. That is what we should encourage more of. But if we start pointing fingers at everything we don't like, we don't have a cohesive society. We don't have unity. So I, on my own side, loved the outfit. It's what I would totally wear. And we shouldn't compare. We should celebrate our differences. All right.
I was going to say the need for social media validation has actually spoiled a lot of things in our society. But in this case, between the two parties involved, I don't think she has any other means because she has come out to cry oppression. She has said the force is tilting towards the person, the highest bidder. That was her allegation when she came. She said, oh, Nigerian police, okay, you're going for the highest bidder, okay, I will go back. All those are accusations. And whether we like it or not, people have always alleged that power goes to the people who have more money, who are more influential. Now, for the two of them, the senator already has the power, the might, the state in his favor. If we are saying Regina should have fought in the House, how do you think she would have won?
Let me cut you there and take Hassan from Lekki. That's another point. You see why we should hear everybody's view. Welcome to the show. Hello, Mr. Hassan. You're regular. Are you still there?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Please, this discussion is a matter of husband and wife. Please, I'm calling up on your view. Please, to concentrate your effort on much more important issue. You see, these people are just playing on our psyche, both the husband and the wife. Leave them to their problems. The problem is a personal one. We should not be discussing it here. We were not there when the man went for her. We were not there when she agreed to be with the man.
Well, sort of.
The family are with their daughter. The man is on his own. Please, don't let us be a judge here. Very soon, they will come on the same system to say, please leave us to ourselves.
That's fine.
That is not our issue. Let us concentrate on much more important thing. And Ramatu,
no.
please, I'm really disappointed today. I hold you in high esteem. I'm really disappointed by saying that the Minister of Women Affairs should decide solo to go into people's home and be settling husband and wife. No, that's all right. And for you to say the National Assembly should enact something is wrong. The same thing you said that women were taken for granted. No, it's not so. It's not so at all. You see, this has to do with two of you. When you see we men, we don't lament. A lot of men went through abuses. They don't say it. It's an ego thing. It's a disgrace for a man to come and be saying that I was abused by my wife. No, we don't do that. Lamentations for women. For you to be saying that they are taking you for granted that, look, marriage is not a gender war. You understand? It's an agreement between two of you. You agree to be together. If you are not happy with it, you can seek for divorce. In Islam, you knew a man can divorce, a woman can seek for divorce. So the rights are all for all of us. It's not for somebody to oppress anybody. Please, good morning.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hassan. See, this matter is very, very
wide.
We always have different opinion, and that is what we are about. So,
yes.
I just also want to let me highlight that the caller before him says, "Oh, thank God people are back to discussing these issues because all these political things people are discussing, I don't get it. Now you are talking your view, and then Hassan comes and says, leave this matter. There are more important political things you should be discussing."
I love it. So the reason why we should talk about it is in the open, and you see that people are watching, people who this domestic violence, people are suffering in silence. We saw Osinachi, she died in it, and the younger generations, they are learning. So if we don't talk about it, they don't know how to learn their lessons. How would they learn that, okay, in certain situations like this was what she did, and it disrupted and erupted into a volcano. This is what to do to avoid certain situations. So talking about it is not out of place. So I was going to say that the need for social media validation has brought a lot of stuff. Now, the case of Regina and her husband, the two parties involved, you know that if it was supposed to be just at home between the both of them, there's no headway, because we already know who the bigger elephant is in this particular situation. And now I see that the both of them are no longer at par. One wants to leave and is seeking for freedom. The other one doesn't want you to leave.
Allegedly.
So in that case, you have a small rat in the house with an elephant, and you want to superimpose, me, I must leave, I must not leave. It won't end well. So the only power she has is now the voice from the people, because she's already alleging intimidation and all that. Imagine if she has to handle it alone. She may not even come out of that. We know how it is with the oppressed and the oppressor. And especially when we have a system that doesn't speak for the nobody. Or we have a system that, okay, this is what we have done in certain cases. Or the common man, okay, won against the influential man. We don't see much of this in this climb. So if we were seeing it, we would say, okay, just go to the court will favor you. But the good thing is, it's already in court. We are hoping that our judiciary, our judicial system will look at the cases and also
we need to trust it.
Rule in fair and, how do they go, in equity and justice. So that it doesn't seem like, okay, because this one is for the state and has more power, we must favor him. So that's what I would just say.
All fingers are not equal. Let me take this call. I'll come to you 1 minute. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
I lost her.
Are you there? We lost the call.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go on a break. When we come back, I'll hear from Rema too. Okay. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. This conversation is not going to end. You were going to say something.
Yes.
Let me let Rema say.
Okay, so what I wanted to say was that why I called on the minister that she should come and do something about it is because I can clearly see that she's losing herself. So it has to be somebody, you know, high that can equally powerful, that can help her in this situation. Maybe I'm not saying that she should come and take part in the marital issues that they're having, but maybe get her stable mentally, because that is why there's an office like that where they take care of
I think what I'm hearing
women.
you say is because we're dealing with such powerful, influential people.
Yes, so
someone that powerful can help her
mentally, just get her into that space.
Fantastic.
You know, so that's just all I'm just
at the
trying
end
to
of
say.
the day, honestly, there can't be, there's no one direct solution to this matter, because it's already turned to yam pepper scatter scatter. It's gotten really messy. And I'm praying for the mental health of Regina Daniels. I'm praying for the mental health of her husband, who's been alleged,
generally, the family.
who, with the entire family, even the children, those innocent 2 children who would end up seeing this video in future one way or the other, you know, and we just hope that the solution preserves the family, you know, and Nigeria can move on to other things. Yeah. But there was something else that I feel we should discuss, which I find very interesting and maybe less controversial, that would get us in someone online. She actually has a lot of connection. She has clout. Her name is Naomi David, and she posted something that we found interesting. She said, if you want to be hated by your mother-in-law, be unemployed and marry their breadwinner. So now the conversation is like we said, we have packed that one. Please don't call us on Ned and Regina matter again. You can comment it on Twitter, hashtag your view, go join YouTube, put it there. We have moved on to another one, which has to do with how if you are unempowered as a woman and you marry a breadwinner, you would have more enemies in that relationship. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Before call, I totally agree.
Okay.
Especially when you're coming from an entitled family. You know, most people, their breadwinner is not because they really love their breadwinner, but they want to secure their stomach for that period. So if they feel like, okay,
What kind of truth is this?
I have a family. I have a family now that the man is over 45 and is not married. No, he's married but doesn't have a child. Before he got married, he was taking care of the family responsibilities from mother, father, school fees of the brothers, sisters. And so when he wanted to get married, it was a tussle. The fight was too much because they thought when he got married, he was going to abandon the duties of the family and face the wife. Now, the wife he married is trying to get him to save for himself. You know, somebody who has been taking care of the family does not even have his own landed property, but his family, the people he's taking care of, they have their own property. So you have those kind of insensitive family, very entitled, that want to keep taking and taking and taking until they can't get anymore. So when you, as a woman, you get into that kind of family, they'll start looking at you. Okay, what is she making our son not do anymore? Okay, we asked for money. Oh, he gave you instead of me. And the worst is, if the mother-in-law is not living in the same house with you, she now starts looking, okay, you bought a new hair. No wonder he wasn't able to give school fees to his younger brother or younger sister. But if you're working and you're in the same house, she sees you buying this, oh, mama, I'm going to the market, though. Let me just assist my husband. They will love you in the Nigerian situation. Even our Nigerian men, when you hear them talk, when they say a lady abroad is taking a man and paying the bills for the outing, they say, this can never be a Nigerian woman. They say it all the time. So it's a dysfunctional mindset that has been existing in the family. Because of time, let me let you guys talk.
All right.
Okay, so of course, I've seen something like that play out in, I know of somebody that got married to the breadwinner. So what happened was that, you know, before she got married to him, he was wealthy and he was taking care of his family. And of course, you know, immediately he got married to her, of course, responsibility increased. You know, children started coming in, there's school fees. So the money he usually gives, of course, will definitely reduce.
Of course.
So now that the money has reduced, they have been on her neck. They have been disturbing her. They have been saying she's the reason why he doesn't even look their way. He doesn't come home. He doesn't talk to them. He doesn't send money to them. At some point, the guy stopped, anytime they call him too, he stopped picking their calls because anytime they call him, they're always demanding. They're always asking for money and all. So at the end of the day, they won't blame that their son. the whole blame will go that, okay, the fact that there's a new person. And because of that new person that just came into the family, the whole dynamics of money changed. So because of that, they will just face the wife and make her life miserable. That is the reason why the husband is not doing any of those things. Meanwhile, family has...
It's true now.
He has changed. Yes, family has changed.
Responsibilities are shifted.
He has to take care of his responsibility. He has to take care of his family. Nobody's going to do that for him. Amongst all the people that are even collecting stuff, nobody will come and say, look, okay, we are going through stuff. And even he himself, there are times, it's not every time that he will have. There are times that he will not have. And it's only you that will know. And you come in. And gone are those days where women, I would say, women, you don't marry, you must have something doing while married to your husband. You must have something doing.
That's an interesting...
So that to avoid
if your husband allows you, or if he sees the need for you to be doing it.
Let me hear from...
You know what, when you said what you said in my mind, I said, I'm not going to agree with them. I'm not going to agree with them. I'm going to be thinking of all the stories I know of where it was not that sisters have looked, I cannot find it.
You take the archive.
I agree with you. I agree with you. It is so true. The level of animosity, though, would vary. Some people will not show it to you right to your face, but there'll be back talk. Like, she came and because she came, yes, God help you now have relatives that are with you. It's because of you and your relatives, everything has gone. These people don't want to. In fact, you wear a pair of shoes, they look at it. Like, I know real life, situations where people will tell me, you wear a new pair of shoes, they look at the shoes, you two, you are wearing new shoes. Like, you are the wife of this person, but you have a sister-in-law or an auntie or something. Like, you two, you bought shoes. How many shoes? How many shoes are you going to keep buying? Please manage our son's money. Let it now finish on this your shoe and your fashion. I've heard all these sort of things, So it's important that, I'm telling you, it's important really for a woman to be empowered as well. I think it would reduce, but it will reduce it, but it does not mean that it will, stop it. Then God help you. Let this man really love you and respect your opinion. Added to being a breadwinner. And he says to them, let me talk to my wife about it. Oh my God. That is where they will say you have cooked him, you have tied him.
No husband should say that. If you can think it, you might want to talk to your wife, but don't say it.
No, I disagree with you.
To manage.
No, I disagree with you. I think that it's important that people understand that we have a unity, because people, when they don't know, they think they can come and say something. When they realize, this is a strong unit, they are very careful what they say. A man usually will say that sort of thing so that the woman does not get some disrespect. Do you understand? They know he has her, she has his ears, or
So they now start piling up the woman in order to butter up the
Eventually, they get the message that this unit, you cannot enter. You can't enter this one.
It comes from a strong sense of entitlement that we have, that the children must take care of the entire family. I believe in being responsible, but I do not believe that the family should feel entitled. And these tend to carry into when, sadly, if the man passes, the family feel like they own the property. I've seen someone that has 4 children. Husband passed away, and the family were trying to send her out of the house to take over the house. I'm like, what is she supposed to do with the children? It's all stems from the culture of we are entitled to our brother's property, our son's property. You are just a chapter in the story, and we can just rip you out of this story if it doesn't fit us. In cases where they feel like I will throw some family members feel like they can come into the house and throw the husbands, the children, the wife's things out of the house because he's not nice to them. I will marry another wife.
Culturally, we even show that is what we believe in, because a woman loses her husband and they throw you out of the house and take everything. Like, madam, your work here is done. Thank you for your service that you've provided. Let's go. So really, culturally, we need to start looking at this thing differently. We need to understand that when a man moves on and has a family, that his first responsibility is that his nuclear family. You are part of a nuclear family. When your brother and you, or your sister and you were siblings in a family. You had a mother and father that did focus totally on you. So you should understand, you are now an adult, you understand how life works. This is a man with his wife with his children, he will focus on them first, and then whatever you get, you get.
Yeah, so I think it's the responsibility of the man to make sure that there's a balance between his wife and his mother, because he has to play it with a lot of wisdom.
People are too wise.
And then
people are too wise.
Yes, he has to play it with a lot of wisdom, you know, and to make sure that you know, boundaries are set and everything. So that's it. Every day, me personally,
that's really all we can take. You guys are, your wisdom is unparalleled. You have finished the story, and I hope that people at home can take it further, and let's start seeing how we can reshape our culture to provide balance in all space. That's all we can take. We'll see you tomorrow. Your VPG. Bye for now.
Bye.